For the Malayalis living on the coast in the south of India, there is no border between the land and the sea. To the west, the Indian Ocean. To the east, lakes and lagoons, a scenery where fresh water and seawater blend together, following currents and tides, where everyone's life is closely related to a boat. The one used to fish, to carry livestock and goods, to display one's strength and courage.
At sea, we always catch big fishes, but it's very dangerous. To tell the truth, the ocean scares me. I prefer fishing in the lagoon. It's more difficult to catch fishes, but that's where I was born, and I know the best spots. If we should get going, it'll take at least 3 hours before reaching my home.
Jinoi lives in the backwaters, a grid of lagoons and natural lakes that spans over 1,800 kilometers from the north to the south of Kerala. It's protected from the ocean by a string of dunes. In order to move around these lands located under the sea level, the Malayali use a vast network of canals, both natural and man-made.
In this region, surrounded by water, we couldn't live without a boat. This pirogue allows us to do everything. Fishing, carrying people, or the fish when we go to the market to sell it. We make a living thanks to it. Ketuvallams have been a part of our life since water has been surrounding us.
As the centuries went by, the Malayali rearranged the backwaters. Thanks to a network of canals and dikes, they managed to dry out thousands of hectares of land located under the sea level. They grow rice on these plots and set up their homes on higher islets to be sheltered from the floods during the monsoon.
This is my house. All this water surrounding my house, they're my rice fields. I owe 2,000 square meters of these. My father used to take care of them before. Now he's given them to me, and I built my house in the middle of them. I'm a fisherman, but in the backwaters we also live thanks to agriculture. That's how we live. All right, let's cross. Watch out though, the raft isn't stable.
On this tiny islet, located right next to the water, Jinoi built his house by himself. He lives here together with about 10 other people on a plot of barely 40 meters square.
This is a pukalam. We make this flower carpet for Onam, the harvest festival that will take place in 3 days. It's tradition.
Onam, the harvest festival, is quite popular. Every year, every community joins in. Muslims, Hindus and Christians gather to celebrate Onam and party. This is a very old celebration. It is related to a legend and commemorates the spiritual visit of Kerala's ancient king, Mahabali.
Jinoi and his family are Christians, but just like every other Malayali, they honor King Mahabali, who watches over their happiness and prosperity. This is a good day for Jinoi. He's going to meet the carpenter.
This boat I'm having built is my first boat. My brothers and I have always rented boats for our activities. It's been 10 years, and I've had to save up $650 during all this time. An entire life of labor. But that's a fisherman's life around here. Here's the boat. When will you be done, Subhash?
I'll be done soon. I still have to adjust the floor and grease the hull with some fish oil and coal slurry.
This is a rope made from coconut fibres. It's very strong. It works perfectly as a tie. This is wild jackfruit wood. That's the best, but we sometimes also use Indian laurel. Jackfruit wood is the most sturdy one.
The Malayali carpenters put together boats without nails or screws. The hull is sewn together using coconut fibres and roots. The method is ancient, with the oldest examples dating back to antiquity. Ketu-vallums are built to navigate the backwaters canals. The biggest ones can be up to 30 meters long. Nowadays, sewn boats are being replaced by plastic fiber hulls, but Ketu-vallums remain a central element in the Malayalis' culture and history. Jinoi is now going to the Pampa River, where the last training session before the snake boat race is taking place.
This training's necessary to win the race. Every village participates, and they all have their own boat. There are different categories, chundans being the biggest ones. They can take up to 100 rowers. This is the most prestigious category. My son Satish might be on this one.
The snake boat race reminds us of the Malayalis' warring past. During the 16th century, conflicts between the Kerala kings were settled on water. Thousands of warriors would fight to the death on such boats on the backwaters canals. Nowadays, the struggle isn't as bloody, but each village's fame and prestige is at play.
The chundan can be up to 50 meters long and carry 110 people, including 90 rowers. The strongest are placed at the front. Standing in the middle are helmsmen, they get the beat going, and behind are the skippers. Just 10 years ago, I was participating in these boat races. Well, I'm too old now. I can't anymore. So I come to support my son. I join every single one of his training sessions. It's important, and it motivates him to win tomorrow. Hey, I think this is his boat over here. Come on. Come on, let's go. It's impressive. It's always like this. There's no danger. It doesn't turn upside down. If everyone rows with a beat, the boat remains stable despite the water on board. It doesn't keel over.
Once back at Jinoi's house, we share a meal of fish, rice and vegetables. Everything we eat has been grown or fished by the family members. Money is scarce, but everyone can eat one's fill here.
Hi, guys.
We're going to fish in the lagoon this morning with Jinoi, his son, and 2 cousins. Fishing, just like farming, is done with the family. We're going a couple of kilometers away to the swamp. Each village has its own fishing area, and the best fishing spots are secrets the fishermen jealously guard.
Fresh water reaches every canal here. That's because near the estuary, the sand acts as a natural barrier between the sea and the lagoon. And so the water from the backwaters doesn't blend with the water from the sea.
And since this is fresh water, there's a lot of vegetation around. That's what attracts fishes, except during the monsoon, since that's when fishes breed. At that time, we don't fish much, and only certain fishes, to give them time to grow.
There's vegetation over there. That's where the fishes are. To fish here, we use a method the elders taught us. It's called udekuvala, which means sorting net. We surround the area with a net, and then we attach it underwater. The fish are then trapped, and we have time to remove the plants to go pick them up. Put it back a bit. All right, the net's placed. We'll attach each end to the shore.
Fold back the net.
All good. It's attached.
Odekuvala is used at the end of the monsoon when the lagoon is covered by vegetation. Fish find shelter amongst water plants. They have to be captured by hand, one by one, a difficult and tiring fishing technique.
We already have quite a bit. However, when we're done putting away our net, we'll have many more.
Ginoi is happy. The fishing has been good. The fish is carefully sorted. The best catch will be sold on the market. The rest will be eaten by the family. In the morning, we're heading to Shanganassery, about 20 kilometers away from Ginoi's home. For once, the journey isn't done by boat, but by tuk-tuk. The great fish market takes place in this town. Buyers come from every big city in Kerala.
Watch out! Watch out! Come on, almost there. Make way, please. Move aside, wait, make way. Rajesh, what was the price for this kind of fish?
$4.
Okay, works for me. What about these?
60 cents.
60 cents.
The man counting the bills is the head of sales. He decides the fish price. Since the price is fixed, fishermen don't compete with each other, and so everyone gets a good price.
Fresh fish! Come, come, not many left. Hurry up and buy the last ones. Sales were good today. Oh, we have good results.
All of a sudden, the market noise is covered by the piercing sound of whistles. Further away on the river, the helmsman beat the tempo, followed by the oars hitting the gunwales. The snake boat race has already started, carrying with it the audience's cheers. In just a few minutes, Satish will start paddling, following the Vinki Patu, the helmsman's song. Two boats of similar size face each other during the competition. They try to win by relying on a coordinated crew working together. Reaching such a level of accuracy in each gesture demands hundreds of hours of training. Each challenge is an opportunity to test the power of a crew held together by their willingness to win. Despite his best efforts, Satish didn't win the race. But it doesn't matter. Next year, just like every year for the last 400 years, the snake boats will race again, and he'll be given another opportunity to win. Never give up, persevere. These are the values Jinoi applies to himself. His dream has finally come true. His Katuvalam is ready.
I don't know what to say. That my boat is finally ready. It's like a dream come true. It's truly an achievement in my life. I'm so happy.
Before assuming ownership of his boat, Jinoi must thank the gods and ask for their protection. Once the ritual is over, it's time to launch the boat. The birth of a new boat is always a special event for the people living in Kerala. To own their own boat is much more than a dream for Jinoi and his family. It means freedom. The freedom to be able to live in the lagoon, to be part of this people connecting land and sea.